Most of y'all don't know me. My name is Michael Carter. I'm a senior. I'm graduating this year. I'm 17 years old. I'm a little young. But I was asked to come to talk to you all today concerning Black History Month. Happy Black History Month. Black history is everybody's history. It's America's history. It's the world's history. So I was asked by Mr. Griffith and Mr. Henry. I was selected to come and speak to you guys today on the topic of the pain and the struggle behind the word, the N-word. And we all are very well aware of the N-word, and its tie it has on pop culture today. But you really don't get the true message and the true definition behind it nowadays. It's more as, oh, that's my homie, that's my dude, but really it's a lot of pain and struggle that my people had to go through behind it. And today I'm going to tell y'all the true history behind it and the true definition. And I don't have any notes up here, so y'all know that I'm all original and it's coming from the heart and it's all true facts of the things I've been studying. I'm not going to sit up here and read a note card. I'm going to be in your face. I'm going to look at every single one of you, maybe right in the eye. But, so the true definition of the N-word, it comes from white supremacy. And the definition, what it means is it means that you are ignorant, inferior, and that you are unskilled. I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. It means you're inferior, ignorant, and unskilled. It was meant to keep a whole group of people down. Now, depending on if you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, this all applies to everybody because everybody in this world has been oppressed. So if I were to take this group of people right here on the floor and I say, all you guys are inferior to me, I'm the superior being, you guys are like an ant to me, you guys can't do what I do, I'm up here speaking, you guys are all inferior to me. Raise your hand if you believe that you're not inferior to me. Every hand should go up. Every hand should go up. Because we're all human and are we same. So if I go to this group of people right over here where my grandma is sitting right there, and I say, all you guys are unskilled, meaning that you guys cannot do what I do as well, meaning that you guys don't have the resources to be as successful as I am, and you've never had the education level to achieve what I achieve. How many of you guys, raise your hand if you don't believe that is true what I just said. Every hand should go up once again. So then if I come over here and I talk to this whole group right here on these stands and I say, all you guys are ignorant, meaning you guys all have lack of knowledge, you guys are all stupid, and I'm the smartest man to ever live, and you guys all bow down and listen to me. How many hands will raise it if you don't agree with what I'm saying? Everybody hand once again should go up. So I'm gonna ask this guy right here, what's your name? Cole? Or what grade are you in, Cole? All right, stand up, come here. He's in 9th grade, he's a freshman. I know this is probably got him nervous, but I'm gonna give him some love. It says on my shirt too. So, Cole, when I just said that everybody over here is ignorant, meaning you guys have lack of knowledge, that you guys are all stupid, you guys are idiots, how do you believe, what do you think, what did that make you feel?
That makes me feel that I'm below everyone, and it should be fair, and everyone should be equal.
And what I just told you, you feel like that you're inferior to me, correct?
Yeah.
And that you cannot rise above me, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna take somebody from the middle group. Let's see, I'm gonna pick you right here. What's your name? Brooke, are you in 9th grade as well? Okay, so Brooke here, I've told this group right here that everybody in this group is inferior to me, meaning I'm the superior being. How does that make you feel?
Inferior.
You feel inferior, so.
When people say that stuff to me, I would believe it.
And it hurts, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go over here. I don't know how long this cord is, so I'm not trying to, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask somebody from over here, somebody that I know, because I can't really pick somebody else. I'm gonna pick up Sammy. Sammy, come up here.
No.
So I asked Sammy, I said over here, everybody is unskilled, meaning they don't have the resources to achieve what I achieve. What does that make you, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel weak and not like strong enough to accomplish what you guys can accomplish. And like whoever would say that to me, it would make me feel like I can't accomplish. And if I try to spell that awareness is a word, if they try to come at me and say I'm ignorant and stuff like that, if I try to express their awareness, it's like they keep saying it and saying it and saying it, and it's like
Makes you feel down, correct?
Right, and it just never ends.
That's how you make me feel. Okay, so everybody that I brought up here, Brooke, Cole, and Sammy, that all came up here, said that that one word that I said to each group, it made them feel down about themselves, and it was meant for me to keep them down. But that was just one individual word. Remember the definition I said about the N-word? That involves all three of those words. So if I call everybody in here unskilled, ignorant, and what was the other one? Unskilled, ignorant, inferior. Yes, thank you. If I called all you guys that in one word, in 6 letters, shape one word, that hurts, doesn't it? I mean, everybody can agree that that hurts, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right, yes. So the thing is, why do black people go against this word? And why do we protest? And why do we say, this is not us? It's because the true history behind black people stemming from this word is not true.
Amen.
Nobody is inferior. We're all human race. Race was something that was man-made. We're all the human race. We're not, pigmentation of skin is a different thing, but we're all human race first. So nobody is inferior to anybody else on this planet. Everybody is the same. Everybody is human. Everybody sins the same. Everybody is the same.
Yes.
So this word was meant to keep a group of people down that actually had one of the greatest influence in the world today. You can all agree, because if a black person was inferior, we're thinking inferior. If a black person was inferior, I want everybody on here. If you don't believe what I'm going to say, look it up on Google. The richest man that ever walked the earth, his name was Mansa Musa. He was a Mali emperor in Africa. The richest man to ever walk the earth. So when you think of somebody that's superior, like Warren Buffett or Donald Trump, they all have money. They all have this thing called money. Mansa Musa was the richest man to ever walk the earth, so there's no way he could be inferior, ever. Or we can say, okay, so they're unskilled. They don't have the things that we have. They're unskilled. They can't achieve what we have. Does anybody know who Benjamin Bennett is? No? Okay, so Benjamin was a man. He actually designed what Washington, D.C. was. He was a black man. He actually designed the outlook of Washington, D.C. He was an astronomer, and he also had a photographic memory. He is not unskilled, because many people in here today and in the world don't have photographic memory. It's a select few that have that. He had a photographic memory, and he was able, from his head, didn't write it down, was able to map out Washington, D.C. from astronomy, because Washington, D.C. is the outlook of the heavens, that we see past space. So that means he is not unskilled at all, because he was able to. And then also in London, in Britain, Great Britain, the clock, what's the clock called? Big Ben. You know who it was named after? The guy I just talked about, and he's a black man. So black people have embraced their culture around the whole world, and it is very well today and influence in every single culture here. So also lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. You have lack of knowledge. So I say, the best way I can explain this in an analogy is if I'm going into like math class or any class that I'm not good at, and we have a test that day, and I don't study, and I'm going through a dark time. I have a C or a D or an F in that class, but I know somebody that I don't really know, but he's in my class and he has an A or a B, or he's better off than I am. So I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna need your help on this test. I'm gonna need to see what your paper says so I can get a good grade. So during this time when Africa was booming, the continent of Africa, when it was Africa's golden age, when it was manifesting, it was